Hi. Are you worried about the impact that lockdown has had on our students and actually on ourselves? Because we've sort of spent so much time listening to the news, worrying about what might happen, dealing with the uncertainty of lockdown, then we're out, and then the vaccination, and is it safe? Worrying about our jobs, worrying about our future. It's very concerning, and I think lots of us, adults and our students, have really suffered through the pandemic, going up into our heads and spending a lot too much time there. And if you spend too much time in your head and then on screen looking at social media, guess what? You're going to feel as if the world has changed and you're not able to perhaps function the way you used to, and you're going to have a lot of self-doubt and negative thinking going on there. And you know, if you have your mind dominated by negative thinking, it actually lowers your immune system, it makes you unable to concentrate and focus and have less clarity and less engagement and less joy and happiness in life. And I suppose that my own personal experience as a teacher, as a head teacher, as someone who now coaches people for a living as well, is that this coaching business can really, really help. And I suppose I just wanted to tell you directly that this course that I'm doing, Coaching for Kids, is intended to help all of us teachers and parents and human beings understand how to unlock all that negative thinking, that worrying, that anxiety that's been going on, and improve our mental health, our mental fitness. I'm just going to share just one couple of little slides from the course that might be of interest. And I suppose for me, it, the idea of our thoughts and how we think is really crucial in understanding how to engage our kids back in that positive belief that they can be the very best learners they can be, and that they can have the same friendships and social activity that they need to have if they're going to be healthy and happy. And the thing is, the thoughts that we've been having come in just like this, like bubbles, just endlessly coming into our heads and making us think. In fact, you know, insecure thinking is the way we deal with challenge, it's our flight fight mechanism. You know, insecure thinking is being aware of dangers. So I suppose coaching helps us not to take them so seriously. And there are 60,000, between 60 and 90,000 thoughts we have a day. And if too many of those are insecure and negative and worrying and anxious, it's going to paralyze us. It's going to paralyze us. And then just imagine, you know, even the thought of going to school or somebody that you don't get on with, that can make you feel insecure, it can make you feel unhappy. And that's why we need to deal with thinking, and coaching is the only thing that I know that absolutely deals with thinking. Because when fight or flight, that sort of panic zone paralyzes us, it's all taking place inside our head. And sometimes it's just a perceived threat. And we've had so much of that danger thrown at us that, of course, our neural pathways, which are like rivers carving out their path, have now set in a path of worry and fear and anxiety. And that's going to be very hard to change immediately. We've got to coax our brains back to understanding that, you know, we're safe and that it's possible to learn and to grow and to be strong and to be resilient. Because our hyper alert neural pathways will actually frighten us into just closing in on ourselves, going into our own heads. And my course is intended to give us the opportunity to investigate what goes on in our heads and how we can do that for each other, how we can do it for our kids that we teach, and how then students can do it for each other, to create that sort of sense of community, that empathy, that deep listening. That's so good. That's such good social skills, and it will bond and help your students feel that anything is possible, because that's how it's made me feel. So I want to encourage you to join me for the 3 coaching sessions, the introduction of the 3 coaching sessions that I'm going to be delivering to you, all about coaching for kids. Just join me. I'd love to see you there.